is once again at the center of a fierce political battle over alcohol. The Kerala government's decision to slash taxes on low alcohol beverages from 251% to 121% as part of a new liquor policy has upset opposition parties. Kerala government says it wants to encourage people to move away from hard liquor and consume lower alcohol beverages instead. The opposition says this is nothing but a backdoor expansion of the liquor market. And a policy proposal that began as a tax discussion has now become one of the state's biggest political controversies. Hello and welcome. You're watching Deep Dive. I'm Kriti Mehta. So what exactly has the Kerala government proposed? Why does the government insist this is a public health measure? And why is the opposition objecting? Let's begin with what has actually happened. The Kerala government has proposed a major reduction in tax on beverages containing up to 10% alcohol. At present, many alcoholic products face a very high tax burden. Under the proposal law, alcohol drinks would attract significantly lower taxation. The government's argument is straightforward. If low alcohol drinks become more affordable, consumers may gradually shift away from stronger spirits. In simple terms, the government is saying people are drinking alcohol, but the challenge is to encourage them to consume products with lower alcohol content rather than stronger liquor. That is the core idea behind the proposal. And according to the government, this is not about increasing drinking, it is about changing drinking patterns. The government has built its defense around three major arguments. The first argument is what policymakers call harm reduction. The government says completely eliminating alcohol consumption is unrealistic. Instead, if people shift from high-strength liquor to lower-strength beverages, the overall health and social damage could be reduced. The logic is similar to approaches adopted in some other parts of the world where authorities encourage lower alcohol alternatives instead of pursuing outright prohibition. The government also says critics are exaggerating the issue. According to ministers, the proposal is only about taxation. They argue that no final decision has been taken regarding the introduction of new products or widespread expansion of low alcohol beverages. In other words, the government says this is being portrayed as a dramatic policy shift when it is actually a tax realization or rationalization proposal. The government further argues that previous governments had already created legal provisions for low alcohol categories. So according to the government, it is not creating something entirely new. It is operating within an existing legal framework. That is the government's case. So why is the opposition up in arms? The opposition sees the issue very differently. Its first and biggest objection is simple. Cheaper alcohol means more alcohol consumption. Opposition leaders argue that lowering taxes inevitably lowers prices, and when prices fall, consumption rises. According to them, this is basic economics. The Bharatiya Janata Party and the Communist Party of India Marxist, along with the influential Samast Kerala Jemiyatul Uluma, have questioned the decision. The latter, in its mouthpiece, Suprabhatam, slammed the new policy as weak and argued it could not be dismissed as tax reform at a time when the state is battling drug and substance abuse. The BJP also questioned the speed with which the new government, the Congress, replaced the CPM in mid-May, with V.D. Satheesan sworn in as Chief Minister on May 18, cleared the tax cut. Rajiv Chandrasekhar, the BJP state unit chief, referred to a midnight liquor deal. He claimed Satheesan cleared the file at 10:12 p.m. on Sunday and the additional chief secretary approved it early Monday, after which it was listed in the budget presented on June 19. He also accused both the Congress-led United Democratic Front, UDF, and the CPM-led LDF, Left Democratic Front, of subservience to the liquor industry. The LDF initiated the proposal and the UDF completed it. He alleged though the CPM has also emerged as a critic of the government's or the Congress's move. Former Finance Minister K.N. Balagopal said the previous administration, the LDF, had examined similar proposals but did not proceed due to concerns about the social impact. The opposition says the government's claim that people will simply switch from hard liquor to low alcohol beverages has not been convincingly established. Instead, they fear the overall alcohol market could expand. Leader of opposition Pinarayi Vijayan described the decision as highly suspicious and claimed widespread concerns had emerged over allegations that commercial interests of liquor companies may have influenced the move. According to Vijayan, liquor produced from spirits currently extracts a 251% tax rate in Kerala, but the latest budget proposes cutting it to 120% for beverages containing up to 10% alcohol, effectively reducing taxes by more than half. He argued that governments traditionally impose higher taxes on alcohol not only to raise revenue, but also to discourage consumption. The CPIM said the move could negatively affect society by making alcohol more accessible, particularly to younger consumers. Vijayan questioned why the government was willing to provide relief to alcohol manufacturers while not extending similar concessions to address livelihood concerns faced by ordinary people. The party also pointed out that even minor changes in the excise policy in the past had faced opposition from religious groups, community organizations and anti-liquor campaigners due to concerns over rising alcohol consumption. The opposition is also asking a political question. Who benefits most from this tax cut? According to the opposition, the biggest winners could be alcohol manufacturers and beverage companies looking to expand their product lines. That is why opposition parties are portraying the move as being industry friendly rather than public health oriented. The opposition also argues that Kerala has spent years discussing alcohol control and reduction. If the state's long-term objective is reducing alcohol dependence, then they ask, why make alcohol cheaper? The contradiction lies at the heart of the criticism. The political opposition is not alone. Several church leaders and anti-liquor organizations have also voiced concerns. For decades, many social and religious organizations in Kerala have campaigned against alcoholism. The argument is that alcohol abuse contributes to domestic violence, family distress, financial instability and health problems. From their perspective, any move that makes alcohol more accessible or more affordable sends the wrong signal. These groups argue that Kerala already struggles with alcohol-related issues. Therefore, they believe the focus should be on reducing consumption rather than encouraging new categories of alcoholic beverages. That is why the proposal has generated concern beyond party politics. How can the government balance social concerns with the enormous alcohol revenue generated? How can Kerala support tourism, hospitality and business growth without encouraging excessive drinking? Every government faces the dilemma. The Kerala government says lowering taxes on low alcohol beverages is a harm reduction strategy designed to move consumers away from stronger liquor. The opposition says it's a dangerous experiment that could increase alcohol consumption and benefit liquor companies. Church groups and anti-liquor activists fear the social consequences. And behind all the arguments lies a larger question Kerala has never fully answered. Should alcohol policy be about restriction and prohibition, or should it be about regulation and harm reduction? And judging by the latest controversy, Kerala's alcohol war is far from over. I want to now take in a perspective on this from political analyst Rahul Ishwar, who is joining us. Rahul, thank you very much for joining us on this. We've presented multiple perspectives to our viewers on the alcohol policy debate in Kerala. What is your take? What side are you on?
Kerala has a serious drinking problem or an alcohol problem. So it is better that alcohol need to be shunned. There are two parts to it. Sri V.D. Satheeshan and the people who support him are raising the argument, as you rightly said, from hard beverages or alcoholic beverages, those things which is called in Kerala as less liquor content or less alcohol content beverages should be encouraged. This is a policy perspective of the government. But like you as rightly said, all the Christian organizations, the Muslim organization, the Gandhian organizations have opposed this move. Right now, the news update is CM has decided that it will be subject to the approval of UDF. In effect, saying that it will be very tough for that policy to pass in UDF. And there is a very prominent Gandhian Congress leader called Sri V.M. Sudhiran, who has actively taken up the campaign against this, and he has even wrote to the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister, Sri V.D. Satish, who is hugely popular and who won because of the people directly choosing him, because and of the a lot of controversies right now on back foot, and people like V.M. Sudhiran, people belonging to various community organizations have strongly attacked Sri V.D. Satish and has weakened his position. So maybe there can be a policy change. Right now the update is that CM decided it will be subjected to the approval of UDF committee, and it will be very tough because UDF committee has very strong Christian Muslim community presence, and it will be very tough for it to pass. And I hope this particular policy will be taken back, and this thing is going to be buried. And that is how it is right now moving. Sri V.D. Sadishan was very energetic in the first stage, but right now he has backtracked, and hopefully this liquor policy from Kerala has, the CM has taken a U-turn.
Right. Thank you very much for joining us for now and giving us your perspective on this. That's all I have time for, Rahul Ishwar. Thank you once again. And we were slipping into a very quick commercial break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.